My name is Ray Jennings. I've been doing this for a long time, since '87. And at first it was, I ain't gonna lie, at first it was fun. Being in prison, it was fun. I ain't gonna lie, that's true.
Oh, yeah.
Back then it was like, it was crazy. By me seeing this, I mean when I was on the other side, active side,
Yeah.
and I made a choice to come over here because I got tired, you know. It was like a circle, you know. Actually, it was a cycle. That's where I left. When I left the Bay, I was in Pelican Bay. I was over there for almost 10 years, and it was hectic.
It's crazy.
It was one of the craziest prisons I ever been. They don't play around. I seen people killed right there. And that's something you don't want to see, man. I mean, even though we're in here, you're incarcerated, and you still have that. Oh my God, I don't. You're still human.
Yeah.
I'm a human being, and regardless what I've done in my life, and I look back at it and reminisce about what happened then. I used to hate myself. Just knowing the fact that I was involved in that. My change was back in 2017. You know, um, somebody I care for a lot. Died on me. You know, and he was my cellie. When he passed, I went to ASAG, you know, and I got on my knees and I asked God for help. I had never done that in my life. Ever since I've been incarcerated, I've never done anything like that in my life. Asking God or my beliefs, to help me out. And that's the day I changed my life. I remember April 6th, 2017. That was the last time I ever put a needle in my hand. What hurts most is because he had a family out there. He had a daughter out there, and his daughter's gonna grow up without a dad. Knowing that he passed in prison, that's the saddest thing ever. I can imagine. That's the worst hurt anybody can have in here. He's dying in prison, and for me, it hurt me a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I'm this guy who would be macho and all that. So I am not far from that.
Yeah.
But seeing somebody that you care about, like you every day, life you in a cell with, you know, that person becomes a brother to you,
Yeah.
and it affected me real bad, you know.
Yeah.
It's still hard for me to talk about it, because
Of course.
he didn't deserve that. I think nobody in there deserved to die like that.
No.
I went to my circle. Uh, I was telling the guys in my circle that I no longer, you know, be part of that life anymore,
Yeah.
and just not offer me anything. I don't want it. I'm done with it. I'm done with all this, So they understood because what happened to me, and
Yeah.
after that, I put myself to AA. That really helped me. For me to open up, it brought me what was a different side of me,
Yeah.
And I like that side of me a lot, and I'm more open, and discuss, with my with the guys that, with the program and why not, I was in Calipat,
Mm-hmm.
and my counselor came to my door and he said, "Mr. Jennings, I got an application for you." I was surprised. I said, "Well, for what?" She said, "It's a program that, in Lancaster that, and they select you." I said, "Why me?" And she said, "Well, I see the change in you." You know, I said, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I noticed that, you know, what happened to you. you changed a lot, and I see that, and when they call me and ask, and I put you up for that, it was the best thing ever.
Yeah.
I mean, it really, this program right here, it's the best program that they came out with, I mean, it really helps you out. It really, all the steps that we talk about, here are the steps we were talking about, how independent I am, corresponding with my childhood self, you know, all this, negotiating skills for success and forming stable relationships. All of us have a chance to go home, man, and all these programs are, available for us. Sign up for it, Well, you got nothing better to do, You had all the time in the world to at least, take the class, what I mean? I've been there. I've been there over 20 some years on the other side. It didn't get me nowhere, All it got me is add more time to my sentence over and over. My cellie, Jerry, he's been in the system for 24 years. And he went to the board last month. And he's suitable for parole. I mean, for him, he did all the works from day one when he came on this side. He did all the work, and now he's went on a date now. I remember the day he went to the board and I told him to come back when you're done, and he didn't want to come back. I guess he was just, I don't know what the word to say, but when I went back home, I asked him what happened. And he said, man, bro, they found me suitable. And I hugged him. And we both start crying, And for me, this is what happens in my life, knowing that, this man's going home to his family. The change is here. You just gotta, be more mindful. I mean, come on. I mean, like I said, we have all these programs, all these people coming in here helping us out. It's up to you to make that effort, to make that first step, Like you said, man, like most of those lifers in here, they never thought they have a chance. All these new laws that came out, and all these programs they have now. They even have college courses now. Guys, come on now, for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That they're giving us opportunity to make a life for ourselves.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing right now. This program right here is going to change my life, not just for me, but for my family, man. I want to help those kids out there, man. Because that's where you start.
Yeah.
And if I can help those kids, look, man, I remember they still have these, Lancaster State program, all the kids coming in the system, and I was telling one of the counselors, that's not going to help, man. All you do is just scaring these guys, and just putting fear in them, like, nah, you need to sit down and talk to them, man, explain to them, look, man, just look around you, I'm tired of this life, man. Who wants to spend the rest of their life in prison?
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, I got grandkids out there.
Yeah.
Honestly, I got a great granddaughter out there. For God's sake, man, I want to see her grow up, I didn't have a chance to see my grandson grow up.
Yeah.
I mean, I see him coming to visit me, but that's about it. I want to spend time with them, I want to teach them from right from wrong,
Yeah.
I mean, everybody wants to teach their kids from right from wrong, And I want to give back to them. I want to give back to the people I hurt. And I'm thankful that all these programs coming in right now that can really help me, not just me, but all of us in here,
Yeah.
I just hope these guys would, take the time, to sign up at least make that effort, that first step,
Yeah.
and try. You might like it, you might not like it, but at least try. Don't give up,
Yeah.
If you love your family, if you got kids out there, man, think about them, don't think about yourself, Think about, how they're gonna grow up without a dad or whatnot. Come on, it's 2021,
Yeah.
I mean, back in the day, I never thought, all these people coming in here telling us, man, I know you guys can do this, man. My counselor tells me every day, you guys got this, man.
Yeah.
Just keep doing what you're doing. You'll be all right. For those of you guys out there that you think that you don't have a chance, you do. There's hope. Like they said, there's a light on the other side of the tunnel. There is a light. You just gotta reach for it. You gotta make that first step. Because if you don't make that step, then you're stuck. Just be real, man. Keep it real, man. It doesn't matter who you are, what ethnic you are. You can do this. Anybody can do this. Not just me or my fellow students in there. We went same blue, man.
Yep.
And I want to go home. I want to go see my great granddaughter. That's my goal. But most of all, I want to go and help those in need, man. Just give back, because this life right here, what's the point if you can change your ways,